Hey you guys, I just wanted to come on here and shoot a quick little garden tour. We're in Zone 9B, Central Florida, pretty close to Zone 10A, but it's May 15th and let's see what's going on in the garden. Okay, so if you didn't know already, now you know that long beans or yard long beans grow just incredibly in this climate. These are the Thai soldier long beans. They're pretty cool looking, for sure. There's a lot of them just taking over this trellis. This is maybe like 8 plants or something. And they're a bush bean, so they're kind of taking over this bed a little bit too. I'm trying to push them out of the way because I'm trying to grow some things under them. But that's the Thai soldier long bean. And then here, this is one of our very favorites. This is Cranberry Hibiscus. I believe the Latin name is Hibiscus acestosella. But it has an edible leaf and an edible flower. It blooms in the fall, and it's this pretty red color as well. But yeah, that's a really tasty one. It kind of tastes like sorrel, or if you've not had sorrel, it's just really lemony and sweet, kind of sour. Lots of baby plants right now. Lots of weeds too, for sure, because we haven't really filled these beds back up too much. But here's an okra. I believe this is a pink okra or a red okra. And then we have a pepper here. I think this is the ahi terapita pepper. And then back here, I planted some cucamelons or Mexican sour gherkins. And I want to grow them up this trellis. And then I plan to tie a string to the fence and grow them on the string. We have this like hemp cord stuff that I want to grow those across. I think I have 2 of those in this bed. Yeah. And they've been doing fine growing in a pretty shady spot down there. So hopefully that works out. This is the first time I've tried growing melons and beans on the same trellis like that. And then here's another pepper. It's actually already flowering, which is kind of funny. And another okra here. This one was direct sown, so it's looking pretty good, just like maybe 2 weeks ago. And then this is some CISO spinach or Miami spinach or Brazilian spinach that I just threw a cutting in here. So it's kind of, I love this stuff. It's such a great ground cover. It grows so abundantly. It's crazy. There's some more in the other beds. But that's that bed. Lots and lots of weeds in this bed. These are a few different pepper plants that just came up from last year. I'm hoping this is a habanero, because I'm pretty sure we had a habanero right there last year. And we love habaneros, they're so delicious. And then this is another ahi terapita that we just planted the other day. We transplanted it as a tiny little plant. And this is an eggplant. I believe it's the camo variety. It's supposed to grow really well in the heat and humidity. A few green onions. Always gotta have green onions. And this is a ground cherry. That's just coming back from last year. I'm not sure if it's shooting back up or growing from seed. But we actually just bought a pack of ground cherries at the store and planted those. So, strawberry right here, still blooming. And then a couple okras that we direct sowed. Right here we got a pepper. I don't remember the type, so we'll have to find out later. Another okra, green onions, CISO spinach is from cuttings, just like a couple weeks ago. Look at how crazy that is. This stuff is the best. And it tastes just like normal spinach, but it grows so well through the summer here. Another okra. This is a naranjia. They make a juice out of it in South America called lulo. It's just like a sour little fruit, and kind of looks like a tomato. But these pop up everywhere. They're mostly in our pasture, but when we started putting just fresh manure in the garden, we started getting it, so we assume the cows eat those. I do not think they're native to Florida, but we just have these things everywhere. And they're really spiky too. So we keep pulling them out of the garden beds. Another ground cherry. Again, I'm not sure if this popped up from seed or just from the plant last year, but that's just coming back. An eggplant. Oh, here's some tropical chickweed. This is a weed, but we kind of like to eat that sometimes, so maybe we'll let that grow. Some very young peppers that we grew and transplanted in here. We're growing mostly hot peppers. Oh, another one. There's quite a lot of peppers in this bed. But we like to make hot sauce. Over here we have an eggplant. And there's a few tomato plants right here. This is the Midnight Snack variety. I mean, it could be some hybrid, honestly, because these just popped up. And tomatoes definitely cross-pollinate very easily, so a few plants there. Got some Thai basil here. This stuff smells very good. It's almost like a black licorice scent, but a little bit sweeter. And then got an okra there. Looks like a kale that's just barely hanging on there. And then here is a Hara Madu melon. It's like a little, it's white on the inside and kind of gray on the outside. That's supposed to be very delicious. We've not grown that before. And then I put one on this side too. Right here. And they're doing pretty well. And then these are all, what are they called? Chinese red noodle bean, I'm pretty sure. So these are doing really well. They don't last too long. So if we don't have anything to do with them, a lot of times we'll pick them and just go feed them to the cows. And they love them. It's pretty funny. We should probably pick these soon and go give them to the cows. But yeah. And again, this is like just like 8 plants or something. And then we have some more over here. And this soil is a lot less fertile. Obviously, it's pretty much just sand right here. So these plants aren't as big. These were planted the same day as these ones, by the way. But these are way smaller plants. But we still have quite a lot of beans that, again, we should come pick. But yeah, these are really fun to grow. They get super long. Yeah, they call those yard-long beans or noodle beans. And then I believe these ones are those Thai soldier ones, the bush beans. I planted all these beans the same day, and these ones produced after the red ones, so these will probably make some beans soon. Alright, we got a blueberry here. I believe it's the emerald. Yeah, that's an emerald blueberry. And then a Quinault strawberry. This is just from like a big box store. Not producing anymore. And then same deal here, emerald blueberry and a Quinault strawberry under it. And then we got a squash popping up. This is a white scallop squash. Another emerald blueberry. No strawberry though. Little zucchini. Black beauty zucchini. Another white scallop squash. Black beauty zucchini. This is a, what is this? Sunshine blue blueberry. And then this is a sapphire cascade blueberry. almost ready. It's got a few berries on it still. What else? More strawberries here in the cardboard. And nice okra. I think that's a Okinawan pink okra. A little moringa. That's a dwarf moringa. I hope it gets pretty big though. This is a strawberry watermelon. And this is, I think it's native to Florida. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, so that should do pretty good. We're gonna fill this up soon. We have a lot of transplants to bring out here. Another cranberry hibiscus. Another okra. I think it's an Okinawan pink. Oh, this is pretty cool. Wow, this has gotten really big. So this is Passiflora incarnata. This is the native Florida passion fruit. And we found it out on the pasture last year and we really like it actually. So we just decided to dig it up and bring one to the garden, and it took. They're really good. They're sometimes green, sometimes yellow, and they're yellow on the inside, and they're really tasty passion fruit. But yeah, we're expecting some fruit off that this year. These ones die back in the winter and then just come back from the shoots, and they fruit every year. So that should fruit this year. Back here we have a Seminole pumpkin. It's got a few fruit on it already. I think this has been growing for maybe 2 months or something. And I've been hand pollinating them. But this is the first fruit. It's already starting to change colors. They don't get too big. And this one I pollinated just like 4 days ago or something. This one's next. But these are native to Florida, so these will do really good here. And this is where we got the seeds. I was actually gonna plant more, so I have these out here with me. But I had a lot of trouble finding seeds for the Seminole pumpkin, so this is where we got them. Here we have a muscadine grape. Forget the variety, unfortunately. What else? Another cranberry hibiscus. These are lemon cucumbers. They're like, make like a small yellow cucumber. And it is kind of lemony. It's pretty tasty. Another muscadine. I think that one might be a Darlene. We have a lot of different varieties of muscadines at this point. Another lemon cucumber. And then that's another white scallop squash that I just planted the other day. And then right here we had a cornbread growing that we just kind of took out the other day. We left a few stalks in that are just gonna maybe continue to grow a cob corn, but we took them all out mostly and then transplanted a few peppers in there. And then we plan to plant a bunch of cowpeas and long beans in here. And this is actually a papaya. The seed got in our pepper plant. It looks like the pepper died, so. Oh no, the pepper's right here. So we'll grow a papaya in this bed too. And then this bed was definitely probably a mistake. Everybody says don't plant mint in your raised beds. And I had to see it for myself, and my mom would never let me plant mint in the raised beds, so I had to wait until we had our own garden. And I think it is a mistake for sure, because it kind of goes just absolutely everywhere. And we just picked tons and tons to dry for tea, so that's why it's not too crazy, but it really just goes everywhere. But at the same time, like, other things are able to grow. Like this pepper right here This is an Anaheim chili. We've gotten so many peppers off of this plant. And this eggplant is producing well. So, I don't know if it's like the hugest deal in the world, but then again, we planted this mint less than a year ago, so, you know. But I definitely am not gonna recommend planting mint in your raised beds to anyone. But like I said, I had to see for myself. But I cut out a big patch of mint and I planted here. This is a datil pepper or datil, I'm not really sure. But this is native to St. Augustine, Florida, and it's a little orange hot pepper. So hopefully that grows really well here. And then this is another camo eggplant that is just not looking good. I don't really know why. Doesn't look like any pests. Maybe it's like sunburn or transplant shock or something, but hopefully those are able to get big and just grow amongst the mint, just like that pepper and eggplant. And we got some green onions in here too. And this is an arugula plant that went to flower. And these are edible and so delicious. They're way sweeter than actual arugula. They're so good. Let's see. This is one of the main CISO spinach bushes. We just harvested this like a lot, and it just comes back. Like, this stuff is pretty awesome. I would definitely recommend it. It's a perennial, but you could definitely grow it as an annual if you're maybe, I'm not sure exactly how hardy it is. It was fine here when it froze, so probably like 8B you'd be fine. But this is an awesome one for like a ground cover, perennial green. Another okra, not looking very good. Another okra. This celery has been here for a long time, and this was just planted from like a celery stalk from the store. And yeah, it's looking just fine. We've definitely harvested a lot of celery off of this one. And then there's a few in that bed as well. But here is an eggplant. Looks like a sunflower here. Jalapeno. We've gotten a few peppers off of this already. And a habanero. Ahi cheripita. Rosa bianca eggplant. And I believe that's another datil pepper. Quinault strawberry. This is sorrel, which is like a green that tastes like the cranberry hibiscus, like it's a sour, lemony type thing. And I'm really surprised this is still here, as it's getting like 90 degrees during the day. And I thought this was a cool loving crop, but it is doing really, really well. So, and then little okra, a little bit bigger okra, CISO spinach, the celeries. Oh, here's another cool one. So this is longevity spinach. This is another really awesome perennial green. It definitely doesn't grow as fast as the CISO spinach, but this is supposed to have a lot of health benefits. I'm not sure exactly, and I'm not going to make any claims, but it's supposed to be really good for you. I'm pretty sure you can only grow it from cuttings, and if you wanted to find this online, the Latin name is Gynera procumbens. But yeah, that's another, it's pretty tasty. It's definitely tastes like it's healthy, but that's a cool one. And then another pepper here. I believe this is a shishito pepper, which I'm definitely excited about to be cooking those up this summer. But that is really about it. We have a lot of transplants ready to go in and a lot of seeds in the bed. But that's really all we have to show for right now. Thank you so much for watching.